Welcome along. Today, we're jumping into some excerpts from a story called Simianflare, Flame of the Wild Fist. And our goal here is pretty straightforward. Unpack this four-chapter narrative, find the core ideas, and basically give you the essence of it quickly.
Sounds good. It kicks off in the Emberwild Jungle, right, with Kiran?
Exactly, yeah. Kiran, a young orphan there whose life is, well, about to change completely.
And what I found interesting straight off is how the source, really roots this big cosmic potential right there in the jungle setting, establishes that connection immediately.
Totally agree. Okay, let's get into chapter 1, the jungle child. So Kiran's an orphan, but he's raised by this, hidden tribe.
A tribe that honors flame and motion.
That's the one. The source mentions his natural agility, even as a kid, already showing martial promise. But the big event, the real shift.
The comet.
Yeah, a comet crashes nearby. He gets caught in this ancient cosmic flame. And boom, that's the moment Kiran becomes Simianflare.
So it's not just getting powers, it's like an infusion, something ancient hitting him.
Right. It feels kind of fated.
Yeah.
This sudden link between him and this immense energy.
It makes you think about how power can just arrive, not always chosen.
Which takes us right into chapter 2, Trials of the Flame. Okay, so he has this power.
But raw power isn't enough. Needs control.
Precisely. The tribal elders step in, guide him in something called Blazedance.
And the source describes this as a specific martial art.
Yeah, not just flailing. It's agility plus elemental fire control. Disciplined movement, making fire burst from his fists, his feet. It's about shaping that wild energy.
Purposeful shaping.
And he needs it fast because he starts defending the jungle almost right away through these dark forces after the jungle's energy core.
So the power is immediately tied to protection. Learned defense, not just raw force.
Exactly. The comet gives the potential, Blazedance gives the skill.
Right. That discipline piece seems crucial before things escalate.
And escalate they do. Chapter 3, The Fire That Fights Back. Enter Corex.
Ah, the tech conglomerate.
Yep. Cold, efficient. They want the jungle's mystic heat source for, global energy domination.
Standard corporate villain stuff, but focused on this specific natural energy.
Their methods are all tech machines, fireproof drones, heat-resistant mechs, stuff designed to just overcome nature.
So how does Simianflare counter that? Blazedance might not be enough.
It isn't. The source says he unlocks his primal ignition.
Primal ignition, what's that?
It's described as fusing pure instinct, that monkey heart wildness with the cosmic flame. It's less controlled, more unleashed.
So moving beyond the learned technique.
Yeah. Feels like the whole jungle fights back through him. Plants, animals, spirit fire, all united. He becomes nature's resistance.
That's a really interesting split. Blazedance's learned skill, primal ignition is deep instinct. Makes you wonder which is stronger.
Or maybe it's about needing both when facing something like Corex, which is all about external control.
Good point. So how does it resolve?
Chapter 4, Ashes in Ascension. Long story short, Corex gets pushed out, propelled by this, fusion of wild spirit and power.
Okay, victory for the jungle.
But Simianflare doesn't just fade back. He becomes something more, a symbol of flame, freedom, that inner strength.
So his role changes.
Definitely. His journey goes beyond the Emberwild. He starts teaching others, helping them find their own primal strength, their inner fire, to protect what's sacred to them.
Oh, interesting. So it's not just his power anymore.
Right. His purpose shifts from local guardian to, fighting for balanced nature, spirit, strength, wherever injustice crops up.
He becomes a catalyst, the idea that this flame, this strength, can be awakened in others. That's powerful. It's not just one hero. It's potentially a movement.
So let's quickly recap the journey from the source. We've got Kiran, jungle orphan,
Touched by cosmic fire.
learns control with Blazedance,
Taps into raw instinct with primal ignition.
fights off the tech exploitation.
And then ascends to become a symbol, a teacher, spreading that idea of inner strength.
Yeah. The key takeaways seem to be about awakening power, the need for discipline, but also the strength in pure instinct, especially against cold corporate forces. And finally, becoming a symbol that sparks something in others.
That progression is pretty clear in the source material.
It really leaves you thinking, though. This idea of a monkey-hearted fighter, embodying nature's wildness. What does that archetype really represent, standing between destruction and rebirth? Maybe think about that idea for yourself. Finding your primal ignition, that mix of instinct and strength. What would it mean to fight for balance in the world you live in? Something to mull over.